Hi, this is Hayley Morrison from Funds and Forex, and in this video I'm just going to cover the basics on how to use MT5. So this video is mainly for people who have been using MT4, they've transitioned to MT5, but there's a few things that are slightly different. So I'm not going to go into this full hog, but if you do want a kind of more in-depth video, please still watch the MT4 because it will still be relevant. A lot of the things are still the same, it just looks slightly different, but there is one major thing that's different. So I'll go over that in a moment. So when you open MT4 or MT5, you should have a broker account already. So your broker account is the place where you deposit your money or open a demo account and practice with fake money. The MT4 and MT5 are platforms where you actually physically enter in your trades. So this platform needs to be linked to your broker to access the funds in your account. So it's a bit like having a bank, but having a phone app, that shows you your funds and you can send money and things like that. It's a little bit like that. So the first thing you will do, obviously, when you open your MT4, MT5, is you log in to link that broker account. So there should be a box, but because this is already one that I've got open, you can also go to File, Log into Trade Account. So it'll ask you for your login detail, your server, your login, and your password. So these are normally sent to you by email from the broker account. Your server you have to search for first. All right, so make sure you've got the correct server, because if you see didn't put a capital D there, or didn't have capital IC, the front, or whatever it is that you're looking for, it is case sensitive. So there's a lot of people that have struggled logging in because they didn't have the server exactly correct. Then you put your login details and your password. Like I said, this will be sent in an email, so you'll find it and go, oh, there it is, and you just copy it over. So once you're signed in, your charts will look something like this. So I like to kind of, tweak mine. So how you edit the colors and the chart lines is the same as MT4. You just right click on the screen, go down to properties, and then you've got, your colors. So you can change all those colors to how you like. You've also got what you want it to show as well, show ask price line. And especially if this is a demo, there's no harm in, clicking them, having a look and just getting the chart right for you. And then the common ones, so if you want to have a bar chart, candlesticks, line chart, but you can change this here as well. So you can change it from candlesticks to a bar chart to a line chart there. So that is how you change it. And when you do change it, so when you edit it, you can go to templates, save template, and then you give it a name. And then what you do is, because I've already edited my template, so you just go templates, oh, there's my saved template, and you click on it, and this is mine. When you open a new chart, it'll probably go back to the default, which I'll show you in a minute. In fact, I'm skipping ahead 2 seconds. Take it back. So that's how you edit your page, all right? And then everything else is pretty much the same on MT4, apart from this area down here. So on MT4, this area here, this is where you'll see your balance. It's where you will see your active and your pending trades. And also you can get your history, and it's called your terminal on MT4. And on MT5, it's actually called your toolbox. So that's the main thing, because when I had opened at MT5, I was looking for it and I was looking for terminal, and it was toolbox. So that's the main thing that's different. So let's say you had crossed this off and you're looking for a terminal. You should be looking for toolbox. You just go to view, and you come down and you select toolbox, and that opens it up again. And of course, if you need more space from your chart, you can kind of just drag this down to the bottom. Your navigator is exactly the same. If you're just learning to trade and you're just going through the basics, I wouldn't even worry about this right now, but this is a place where you can add in your own expert advisors. It's where all the indicators are stored that you may want to put on your chart to help you trade. And then you've got this, which is an important part. This is your market watch, where all of your symbols are. So whether it is you're just trading currencies or crypto or indices, they're all down here. So let's say there's something that you want to find, it's not there. There's a few ways to do it. So you can, click to add it. You just start typing and then select the one that you're looking for. If you still can't see it, you can right click on symbol and you can go to symbols, and it opens this. And then you can literally look at the different ones. And then you can click on a symbol, and then you can, you know, show symbol, hide symbol. But also a quicker way to do it than that as well is, and also you've got this up here. Let's just right click again, and you can go to sets. So you can click on Forex all. Right click. You can go to add. So you might say, well, oh, actually, I want to trade commodities. And it'll add that in. So there's all of your precious metals. So that's in another way you can do it is you can go to here, which is create a new chart. And then you can see them down here. So you've got Forex and you've also got commodities. So you can have a look through. So now if you wanted to add, so this is what I was about to delve into before. If you want to add a new currency, if you want to open up a new chart, sorry, you click on one and it'll open as, you know, standard. That's basically what you had when you started. So what you can do as well is you can find what you're looking for. And if you drag it and drop it on a chart that you've already opened the template on, it will obviously have that same template. But let's say you opened a new tab. You just remember, go right click, templates, and then back to that save template. So that's that. The data window obviously tells you the open times and other information, which again, as a beginner, you shouldn't be too worried about this. You've got your time frames. So when I'm on the 5 minute now, every candlestick I'm looking at has took 5 minutes to move, as with it on the 50-minute chart and so on. But if you need to know more about that, then you need to be going through the Academy, which is all free on my YouTube, Hayley Morrison FX. You've got your drawing tools, so you just select what you want, position, drag, and, you know, drop, and then just delete off. You've got this, which obviously gives you an extra bit of room there. Some people, you know, don't mind it right up to here. Some people want a little bit of space, so it's probably better to have space if you drawing tools on. Again, you can change candlesticks, bar chart, line chart. This bit here is probably for more advanced, so I wouldn't even like worry about this section here. Obviously, you need the new order, which we'll do in a moment. And again, here is that show symbol list, what we had up before as well. And then we've got view, so your toolbars, which are these things along the top. So you've got obviously your drawn tools, your line studies, time frames. You can take them off. Not that you would need to, but that's where you find them. And again, same with your navigator window. If you kind of want to cross these off to have more space, you can just get them. You can get them back by going to view and just selecting them again. So let me have a look. What else do you need to know? You've got your indicators on here as well, but this is something which is probably a little bit more intermediate. And obviously the tools, so you can either do a new order by pressing it here, or you can just press this and it opens a box. So this is the same as MT4 as well. It might look slightly different, but you know, it tells you the currency that you're trading there, and you want to make sure that you haven't accidentally clicked. Like if you're looking at a chart and you're watching it, but you've clicked on the wrong one, waiting for an entry. So just make sure it's obviously syncs up. But if you're like, oh, what am I doing? You just cross off it and press new order again. It'll go the one that you've opened on. So you can do your market execution, which is, you know, as soon as you press that sell or buy, it enters you in the market right there. Pending order. You've got your buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. And these are obviously explained in the videos on my YouTube channel. Then you've got your volume, so otherwise known as your lot size as well. And then this is a price. So the price you want to enter, where your stop loss is, where your take profit is. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So there's not really much to it compared to MT4. It's just merely that the terminal is now called your toolbox. But I am going to quickly show you, just in case you're thinking, oh my God, I've got to go watch the full MT4 video as well, as I'm just going to pop a trade in quickly. Let me just put this down. I mean, I can do it on any one really. So let's just say, yeah, want to enter a trade. So market execution would be, you know, straight in the market. So that's my buy. That's the price that it's at right now. It's the price that I bought it at. So what I can do with my stop loss and take profit is I can drag. So once you've entered, that buy is there. Okay, and the only way it's coming out is if it hits a stop loss or you get a margin call. In other words, if you've got no stop loss and it keeps going to minus and it breaches, you know, your margin, which is to protect your account, or it hits your take profit. So I'm going to drag this. So this is down. You can see it says SL on the left. Then you put modify. So SL is your stop loss. And then you go back to the entry again and you can drag it up to your take profit, modify. And what I would suggest is don't accept, it'll have a message saying one-click trading. And I would say no, because sometimes you make a mistake. So make sure when you're dragging it, that box comes up so you can go, am I sure I'm okay with this? And then you can press okay. And then with this, obviously you can move it. When you're, because this is a buy, say price started moving up, I could then drag my stop loss in front of my order, which means that the stop loss is now the stop profit, which means if price did surpass it, then came back down, it would take me out in a profit, because even though it was a stop loss, stop loss from losing, if I'm in profit, it's going to now be used to protect, you know, the money, the profit that I'm in, or wherever it is that I want it to come back down to. So let's just cancel this off. We can press right click on the line and press close or modify. So we might say somebody's give you a figure like, oh, this is the stop loss you need, or this is the take profit, you can type it in. Yeah. Or if you just want to close it out, just same, click on the line, right click and press close. Do you want to close? And then you can see yes or no. And then this with the pending order. So you can put a pending order in. Let me just quickly show you. Pending order, make sure the volume's the right size. Price, let's just see, we want it to trigger quick. I'm just trying to think. 692 19. And then I can, you know, pop in my stop loss. Let's put 1.06534. And the take profit 1.9660. So what I've done is I'm putting a pending order in there. So it means when price hits my entry, I've got a blue line there. Is that the entry? I think I've changed my line to be a blue entry. To be a blue, sorry, my entry to be a blue line. So this, if it hits this and enters me in, then obviously that's my stop loss, that's my take profit, but you can still move them. Obviously it's not in a trade yet, that's, so I can move that. Even though it's not entered yet, I can still move my stop loss. And I can also move my entry, my buy limit as well. If you're trying to move it and it's not entering you, and maybe because, you know, you're putting it in a position where, like because it's a buy limit, I might be trying to, 2 seconds. I might be putting it to here. It's actually less. But it's a buy limit. Oh no, it's a take profit I've moved. That's what I was going to say. So obviously it's a buy limit. So if I try to move it, it's not actually moving it. It's not moving my entry. It's only moving my take profit. Oh, it's because it's entered as in. Dope. But normally, obviously, it wouldn't have let me enter there, but it's already entered as in. So I think that is it. And also you can edit by coming down here, right clicking, close position, modify or delete. So you can do the same here as well. So when I press close position and press close there, modify. So let's see. Oh, there you go. There you go. So I hope that wasn't too long-winded and you got something from this video. But whether or not, you know, you've stumbled on Forex and you're kind of interested and want to learn more, I've got loads of free content on my YouTube, Hayley Morrison FX, and also you can pop along to my website, which is funsandforex.com. Or of course, you can always reach out and drop me a message.